So this is probably my favorite story about my cheating ex. As many stories as I have on him, this one happened after we were broken up. He had left me for a girl that he was seeing on the side, and we hadn't spoken in months. We had both blocked each other on pretty much everything. But as most girls do, I do have my fake Instagram account, and he seemed pretty happy in his new relationship. I believed that until I got a DM from a girl. She sent me screenshots of messages and fake accounts that he had made to communicate to her. So he had literally been cheating on the girl that he was with now with her the whole time. I literally don't understand people sometimes. Both him and I were in the same friend group, mostly because we pretty much grew up together. So I talked to another member of the group about what we should do. Now, I believe in karma and that people get what they deserve, but who's to say that I'm not karma? So we decided to show up to his house with not only the girl he was cheating with, but all the girls he cheated on me with. And take care of this, I kid you not, game show style. Follow, share, interact, and I'll do a part 2. The thing that shocks me the most about men is the audacity. I don't know what the comments are going to be yet, but I want to clarify 1, that him and I were best friends for a long time before dating, so that's why we had the same friend group. 2, kind of bold to show up at someone's house, kind of also bold to cheat on someone, but we were neighbors. So we went in, microphone in hand, and announced each girl one by one. He was speechless. Like, he didn't even know what to say. If you've ever just seen someone like entangled in so many lies that he thinks that he's never gonna get caught for, all of a sudden get caught for all of them, that was it. When his friend went in, he was like, hey, do you have something you want to share with me? Like, what's been going on in your relationship? He admitted to nothing. So that's why we announced girl number 1, girl number 2, girl number 3, until we were all there and he had no choice but to tell us the truth. So yeah, don't be a scumbag, don't cheat. And if you do, karma will happen eventually, even if it's years down the line. My paranormal activity story has been requested so many times, so here it is. So back in April of last year, I had went through a breakup after 5 years of dating, and I moved in with a friend who had just recently purchased a house. She worked night shift as a respiratory therapist, and when she would come home, she would often see shadows hanging over her. We kind of just thought she was tired, so we didn't really look into it. But a few weeks in, I started to get sleep paralysis, which I had never gotten before. I never saw anything during these episodes, but I could always hear a woman laying next to me, and I could physically feel her petting me. My friend began to get some night terrors, and we started to see some black spots on the ceiling. One night, I came home with a friend, and from the back, we both heard, "Hey baby, are there any people here?" We both just looked at each other. Like, did you hear that? Yes. Did you hear that? Yeah. So we immediately called my friend and she came home. We ended up having to get in contact with someone who could do a house cleansing. She warned us that we had both let something in and that there was a negative male presence around the house. She also said that the rotting of the house was about to get worse. Like and follow for part 2. Okay, so here I am with part 2 to my paranormal story. As you remember, the lady said that the rotting of the house was going to get a lot worse right after we got off the phone with her. Soon after this, the ex that I had went through a breakup with ended up stalking me and coming by the house, and we got into a massive fight. Literally, the next morning, the roof collapsed. I am inserting a picture now. So we were like, we need help now. When she came over to do a cleansing, she kind of gave us an idea of what she thought was going on. Neither of us were in like super great areas of our lives, so whatever had just attached itself to the house was also feeding off of us too. The cleansing involved everything you can think of. Putting crystals on all the window seals, putting crosses above all the doors, lining the entire house in salt, throwing holy water on us, and telling whatever was there to leave us alone. I also forgot to mention that there was a creepy shed in the back that the people who had lived there before had put like religious quotes all over the wall. Things pretty much slowed down for the most part after the cleansing, but follow for more content.